Okay, so let's look at an application example. So in mechanical vibrations, we often will get something that looks like this. Okay, this is actually a result of from differential equations. Okay, so when you have mechanical systems and you're dealing with vibrations, these types of things come up. And so in this case, we want to reduce this thing if possible. So we're going to try to factor the top and the bottom, and it'll help us solve for S, okay? Or what the values of S might be. So the first thing we're going to do is, again, always look for a greatest common factor on the top and the bottom. So the greatest common factor I can see on the top here is 4. So I'm going to write this as 4 times 2S plus 3. And the greatest common factor on the bottom is, let's see, which is, looks like it's just 2. Yeah. It's just 2, I think. So we're going to have 2 times 2s squared plus 13, yep, plus 15. And so now, this we can't factor. But what about this? Well, let's use the AC method. So we've got 30. So we need 2 factors of 30 that add up to 13, and they're both positive. Okay, so 2 positive factors of 30 that will add up to 13. What could they be? 10 times 3. Good job. That'll work. So now, let's do my scratch work here. So again, I don't want to do it here, but let's do my scratch work here. So this is going to be 2s squared plus 10s plus 3s. So I'm doing my method of decomposition plus 15, or the AC method is what they call it. And so now I'm going to do my factor by grouping. And so my greatest common factor here is 2s. And that leaves me with s plus 5 plus, and then the greatest common factor here is 3, which leaves me with s plus 5. And so now I factor out the s plus 5, and I get my 2s plus 3, and there's my 2 factors. So now I'm going to rewrite my fraction as 4 times 2s plus 3 over 2 times 2s plus 3 times s plus 5. Now, again, be careful. This divides into that, so this cancels here. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then these cancel each other out because they're the same, so this just gives me 1 and 1. And so what do? Multiply across the top, that gives me 2. Multiply across the bottom, that gives me s plus 5. And I'm done because I can't reduce it any farther, or excuse me, any further. And that's it. That's how we do it. Take care.